everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is my short and sweet guide on how to get all the Sinister Relics on Ashes of the Damned on Black Ops 7 Zombies. For the Vril Sphere, all you're going to need to do is progress until round 40. Once you hit round 40, a Doppelgast will spawn, and you're going to take the Doppelgast over to the jump pad, and you're just going to simply take the jump pad. Once the Doppelgast follows you onto the jump pad and dies, a portal will spawn in the Cosmodrome area, so go ahead and interact with that. The trial for this relic is all purchases are disabled, so you're not going to be able to buy any ammo, you're not going to be able to buy any weapons. So what I would do is I would get stocked up on ammo, perks, armor. I would have combat axes for sure because you can keep picking them up. Just bring anything you're going to need to conserve any ammo because you're not going to be able to buy any in this trial. Once you've made it through the relic trial, you will be rewarded with the Vril Sphere relic. And when activated, players can only carry 4 perks when playing. So it makes it more like classic zombies in a way. Let's get on to the next relic. The second relic is the Samantha's Drawing relic. This one is a little trickier than the last one, so just bear with me. This one is going to include Chompy, so I'm going to go ahead and run around and show you guys all of the Chompy locations. One can be found right here in the farm area, the second one right here in the plaza, third one right here in Blackwater Lake, the fourth one is going to be to the left of Klaus in Ashwood, the fifth one will be to the right of the Wisp Tea Machine in Cosmodrome, and the last one will be right under the underpass to the left of the diner in exit 115. Alright, now that you know all the locations, I'm going to tell you how to get this relic. So all you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take every single rarity of weapon and insert it into Chompy. So you're going to take your starting pistol and you're going to put it in the Chompy. And then you're going to take a green weapon and you're going to put it in the Chompy. So for the green weapon, what I did is I just got the coda off the wall and I put it in the Chompy. I just immediately grabbed the coda and I put it right in the Chompy so I didn't have to worry about it. And then you're going to do the same thing with the blue weapon. You're going to do the same thing with the purple weapon. And then you're going to do the same thing with the gold weapon. And then the last thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get to round 40. Once you get to round 40, you need to put in a wonder weapon. That can be the ray gun or the ray gun Mark II. I have heard some issues about the Necrofluid Gauntlet not working, so I would just be safe and put in a ray gun Mark II or a ray gun, and in my case, I put in a ray gun. You know you've done the trial correctly if you hear Mr. Peak's laugh, and same as last one, you're going to go over to the Cosmodrome area. It's going to be to the left of the stairs right here, so go ahead and interact with the portal. For this relic trial, ammo crates are disabled and you can't use max ammo power-ups. So ammo is going to be very crucial to hold on to. I was mainly using the combat axe to clear the hordes of zombies so I can conserve ammo on my ray gun Mark II. And during the HVT rounds, I was using the war machine. Whenever I didn't have ammo for the war machine, I was using the ray gun Mark II. But yeah, I'd say if you bring in combat axes, you should be pretty solid for clearing out most of the waves of zombies without having to use a lot of your ammo. Now that you cleared all the waves, you have been rewarded with the Samantha's Drawing relic. And with that one activated, every weapon the player has will swap each round, but it will keep the Pack-a-Punch level and it will keep the rarity level as well. So you're practically playing a game of gun game within zombies, which I find really cool. Alrighty, on to the third and final relic. And now the third and final Sinister Relic, the Focusing Stone. The first thing you're going to want to do is upgrade and build the Wonder Weapon inside of the map and progress to round 40. Once on or past round 40, wait for a Zersa to spawn, and you're going to want to melee the Zersa with the Wonder Weapon, and it's going to spawn a wine bottle that you're going to want to pick up. For your second wine bottle, you're going to want to progress past round 40, and you're going to need to do a TED task. It doesn't matter if you do the Zersa or the TED task first, you could do them in any order. All you're going to need to do while doing the TED task is make sure you get that legendary reward. What I did was I sat in the top of the cabin in Blackwater with toxic growth, and it made it really easy for me to progress through this one. Then around in the area where you completed that TED task, you're going to see another wine bottle sitting on the ground. Pick up that wine bottle and then you can move on to your next step. Go to the bar area inside of the cabin in Blackwater, and once you place down the bottle, it's going to give you a sequence in which you need to shoot all 5 of the bottles. Shoot all 5 of your bottles and a portal will open up in Zarya Cosmodrome. Head over to Cosmodrome, and in the bottom area, you're going to see this portal. Interact with it, and the cursed trial is forfeit all essence. So you're going to have 0 points, and you're going to gain 0 points. So bring in a max ammo, and it is also recommended that you bring in the Wonder Weapon because if used correctly, it can have infinite ammo.
like shoot on the ground and don't go around any corners. Make sure you're in the vicinity of where you shot the wonder weapon, and you should retain all your shots. You're gonna have 3 waves of zombies and 2 waves of HVTs, so I would recommend that you had all your perks, tier 3 armor, or gold armor if you have enough points. Once you made it through all 5 waves, you'll be rewarded with the Focusing Stone relic. When the Focusing Stone is activated, there is no self-revives in your game. So playing solo without self-revives is going to be a lot of a challenge. It's going to be a whole lot more like classic zombies.
And if you found this guide helpful in any kind of way, please drop a like and subscribe for more zombies videos.